a few questions for you. One is, can you please talk about the void? I feel like I have had several awakenings over the past years, but yesterday something deeper happened and I literally felt like I was disappearing, but it didn't feel beautiful at all. It was beyond words, terrifying. I regret in hindsight that I didn't let it have me all the way, if there is such a thing. So who you truly are is not a thing, is nothing, which is totally terrifying to the mind, which thinks it's a thing and knows what it is and knows where it comes from and thinks it knows where it's going, but yet nothing makes sense. The idea that you're alive or that you'll die or that you've got this life, none of that makes sense on the human level. But that's what it thinks, and it thinks I exist in time and this is knowable and therefore I'm safe. But actually that produces a feeling of non-safety, that person in time. But who you are is right here, and this here-ness is absolutely empty. Right now, everything is appearing from emptiness. There is nothing you know, everything is mystery. It's all free. There's nothing you've ever experienced. There's nothing you're going to experience. It's right here, it's empty, it's free, it's nothing, and you don't exist right here. There's just freedom, which is not a thing. And when you're having an awakening, the mind can kind of recognize it in some odd way. And the mind is terrified of that, because the mind exists in knowing. I know where I've come from and I know where I'm going, and this makes sense. And that can really terrify that energy. But that energy that's terrified is appearing in who you are. It's not actually who you are. So it's not actually you that's afraid. It's just a functioning that's afraid. But who you are is beyond that. It's totally empty. The other question I have is on relationships, and this pattern I've had my whole life of feeling responsible for others' feelings, keeping them happy with me out of fear of losing their love. It's way less than ever, but I still have the sense that it's in my current relationship, and I want to be done with that pattern. Any suggestions that you have would be appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, well, in a way, on the human level, there is this interaction that happens, and in that interaction we can perceive people's emotions and feelings, and we know not to upset them or steal from them or take from them. We know these responses on the human level, and so it is a human problem. On the ultimate level, it's all free and it's just spontaneously coming out. So on the human level, I would advise you to try your best to act from what you feel like in your feelings, and act from that feeling of love. And try to put your focus on that rather than what the outcome of the other will be. And keep moving back to that feeling of love rather than outcome. So just as a habit. So just focus on acting from love and that feeling of love, and not focus so much on the outcome of the other. It's a good habit that we've had to do that, but it can be let go of. Like, it's good that we understand what makes people happy or sad to an extent, but there's too much investment in that. There's too much investment in our freedom is found in things, in the way other people behave and what people do. So there's too much habit in that thinking. So just come back to love, acting from that love, and every time you find yourself focusing on the other person, just come back from acting from love and what you want. And focus on what you want, not the other outcome of the other person. You'll begin to realize that actually that's more loving when you focus on what you want. When you focus too much on what the other person wants, then you can create all these weird games. The person will actually appreciate it more in the long run, you acting from your flow. Just come back to simplicity. And if they get angry, they get angry. Maybe that's the best thing for them. If they get sad, they get sad. Maybe that's the best thing for them. But just think about it. Surely it's better that you act from love than act from fear or sense of obligation. Surely that's the best place to act from. So just keep coming back to it, what I want and that feeling of love. Thank you for your question.